being done with my last relationship and being okay with that, and also being done with being with women. Yeah, because yeah, I've been doing that my whole entire life, and I just recently realized, y'all. Check this out. I recently realized in my self realization that I was dating women because I was seeking the love of my mom, which I didn't really get, you know. And nobody really knows my childhood history other than what they were able to see from the outside looking in, which was, a two-parent household. We had the things that we needed, elderly clothes and shoes and all the nice new things that everybody was getting. But the one essential thing that we didn't have was love. I didn't feel loved. I didn't know what it was to be hugged and told I was loved and told that I was beautiful and that I would be this and I would be that. I didn't know anything about that. I had to derive that from myself as well as others as I became an adult, and that really did traumatize me, and it shaped the way that I dealt with life as an adult, as a young adult. And I feel like that was so much of a deficit for me in my life that it just shaped the way that I dated and everything, because I guess I was just literally looking for the love of a woman that I didn't get from my mom. And so now, at this big age, I'm realizing like that's probably why none of this crap ever worked out, because I wasn't supposed to be with no girls. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for something in them that they did not have, that actually was already inside of me, you know? And I do have a child. She's 31, so I did, spend time dealing with dudes or whatever. But I feel like sometimes dudes don't really have as much emotional intelligence as girls, so they're not able to give to you or be able to, how do I say that, like deal with you on a more emotional level like women can. So I think that really was the deciding factor to just stay over that way. But now I'm just really seeing how being women in the same relationship, like, some women don't know their place. They don't know what role they're supposed to play. And if you really be honest with it, it ain't no role. It really shouldn't be no role, because we both women and we should both be able to show up as such. But because the societal norms and what people think a relationship should be, it should be a man, it should be a woman, or a manly man, a manly woman, or in a girly girl, like, or what, all of that. So people be falling within those paradigms and things of that nature. And it does not allow things to work, because we're two women, two beautiful feminine women that should be able to be made feel the way that they want to be able to feel. But because you're operating under societal norms, you don't know how to do that. Like, you don't know how to give the other person what it is that they truly need. So because I'm tired, let me tell you, y'all, I'm tired of all of that. Like, I'm tired of people not knowing their role when it comes to the girl, okay? And this big Carmen, not the little one. You feel me? So at this big age, I have decided that I'm gonna go ahead on and spin the block back around and see what these dudes in the world is giving. I've done tapped into my little defined femininity or whatever, and it works, child. Cause everywhere I go, little dudes be trying to open the door. They be trying to fall all over each other, trying to open the door and things. So it's really a real thing. I've been out on a couple of dates with some quote unquote high value men, which I guess we'll talk about that at some point, because I guess the value was put on them based on their outer and what it is, what kind of money they have and all of that type of stuff. But the real person, child, the value was very low, to say the least. The value was very low, and I got the hell on pretty quick. So I think that it's really cool that I've been through the things that I've been through, and that I've healed a lot of my bad things, so that now when I deal with people, whether no matter what sex they are, men or women, I could see them red flags real quick. And even if you're coming at me, buying me all of these things, taking me to all these expensive places, picking me up in your little big boy truck, big boy car, and all of that, that stuff don't do nothing for me no more, honey. I don't care nothing about that. I did when I was young. because that was a status symbol. But I don't care nothing about none of that. And these men these days, they really do think that that's enough. That's what make them high value, because they have things. But no, honey, you need to have some emotional intelligence. You need to be able to sit down and have a conversation with me. You need to be able to effectively communicate with me. And you also need to be able to comprehend the things that are coming out of my mouth. You understand me? So as soon as I see that those things are not things, child, I hit it. You hear me? I hit it. I block. I do all of that, because this part of my life is called peace. You understand me? And now I understand how people used to say, I'd rather be with somebody that's pushing a cart that live up under the bridge than somebody that got all this stuff and they don't really know how to treat me. They don't know what's up. I get that. I get that totally. Even though I'm probably not gonna do that. But I mean, I get where the sentiment comes at, because a lot of these men that have a lot to offer, they feel like that's all they have to give is their things. They don't have to give anything else, not their attention, not too much of their time. You need to be on point and waiting on them. And, oh, child. Girl, I'm not doing that. I mean, sir, I'm not doing that, because guess what? The advantage that I have is that I played the stud role in a lot of my relationships, so I know that stuff when I see it. I know when you're doing it, because I used to do it. So you're not finna play with me, Mr. Man, at all. Because while you're playing, I done moved on to the next, period. While you're playing, trying to see if I'm gonna chase you and all that, girl, dude, my boy, women, real women, we don't chase men. Men know our value, and they do come correct, or they chase. But I'm not chasing nothing, sweetie. So if you don't know how to move correctly, or you're insecure or whatever, that makes you be in the sense where you have to see if somebody like you enough by ghosting and doing all of that stuff, trying to see if they gonna chase you, well, you got the wrong one, honey, because you're gonna be crying in the shower trying to figure out that I really, really like you, because I will peace. You feel me? So yeah, I don't know, child, but I mean, it's nice. It's nice to go out. It's nice to be treated in a certain type of way, be given a certain type of things. But child, at this age, it got to be more. Like, it definitely has to be more, because I will be by myself. Because guess what, baby? Guess what, baby? All of those things that you can do, I can do for myself. So those don't matter to me. I will ghost you and your big boy car, your big boy truck, all of those things. I will ghost you, okay? Just so we're clear. So yeah, that's the end of my rant. I just wanted to come in and talk to y'all, because I never do. I'm trying to figure all of that out too, or whatever. But yeah, y'all comment down below and tell me what y'all think about what it is that I said. What y'all think about me making my transition back to guys, or whatever the case might be. And can you relate to any of the things that I said or whatnot? Yeah, let me know down below. Anywho, I done made it back home, so I'm gonna go in here and eat this Whopper and get busy with my little t-shirt designs and things of that nature. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll check in on the comments and see what y'all gotta say and talk back at y'all.